All right, so today we are going to be learning about functions. This is a continuation of what we did yesterday. I did start to write on this and I messed up the video, so I don't have a blank sheet of paper to go back, but I'll just go from here. Like I was saying in the other video that I didn't complete, you all can stop this video, pause it, and write down everything that I have written here. So I'm going to give you a second to look at this, all of it, and then you can pause it at different points. And I know it's a little bit dark, but I still haven't figured out this whole technology stuff. So, giving you a minute to pause the video. Kind of made it a little better. So make sure you pause it and write this down on a blank sheet of paper. Okay. So we're going to start with functions. This says the rule for a function is y equals 2x. This is just an equation. That's all a function is, just an equation. The domain, which is your x values, is 0, 2, 5, 7, 8. This is just a made-up one for this problem. Make a table for the function and then identify the range. So all this is saying is these are your x values and these are your y values. When you put 0 in for x, you get y equals 2 times 0, and it gives you a 0. Now, if your x is 2, you're going to plug 2 into the equation. So 2 times 2 is 4. And you can use your Desmos calculator for any problem that you have like this. So go down here and I'll write 4. When your x value is 5, you're going to plug it into this original equation, y equals 2x. So y equals 2 times now 5. Sorry, that doesn't really look like a 5. 2 times 5 is 10. So we put a 10 down here. Now we'll use orange. When our x is 7, we have y equals 2 times 7. 2 times 7 is 14. Put 14 for your y value. And then our last one, I'm going to write it down here. Y equals 2 times, let's get a light color, purple. It's okay. Y equals 2 times 8. 2 times 8 is 16. So these are all of the y values. So if our domain is all of our x values, then our range is going to be all of these y values. So our range is all of our y values. So we would write, this is called set notation, 0, 4, 10, 14, and 16. That would be our range, whatever comes out when we put something in. All right, now a little bit more of a real world problem. You are buying concert tickets that cost $15 each. They probably cost a little more nowadays. You can buy up to 6 tickets. Let N be the number of tickets bought. So our domain is going to be 0 through 6. So our equation is going to be y equals, our cost of the ticket is 15, so 15x. So our our domain is all of our numbers I just highlighted. So you would write it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our range is whatever comes out. So when we plug in 0, 15 times 0, we get 0. Obviously, if nobody's going to the concert, it's going to cost $0. If one person, if you're just going by yourself, which I guess that would be okay if you're a little bit older, but when you're underage, I would probably stick with an adult. So you have 15 times 1, just for one ticket, it costs $15. For 2 tickets, y equals 15 times 2. 15 times 2 is 30. Y equals, now if 3 people went, you would have to do 15 multiplied by 3. 15 times 3 is 45. And if you see the pattern, we're literally just going up by $15 each time. So now y equals 15 times 4. 15 times 4 gives you 60. Now we need to plug in 5. Y equals 15 times 5. 15 times 5 is 75. And I should have done that though earlier. Again, I'm not tech savvy. I apologize. So 5 tickets are going to cost you $75. And if 6 people go, you get 90. So it would cost you $90. So our range is going to be our output. So it's our numbers for our y values. So we have 0, 15, and you write them in order from least to greatest. 30, 45, 60, 75, and 90. Down here, we're just going to go ahead and skip this. All I want you to know for down here is our domain of this function would be -2, -1, 0, 1. And our range is going to be, when we plug these in, I'll just go ahead and do it. Y equals 2 times -2 plus 3. -4 plus 3. -1. So one of our range values is 1. And you would do that for each of them. But I'm going to let you fill that in if you want to do that on your own time. All right. For the last part, this is going to be what your assignment is for today. It's going to look pretty much exactly like this, but it's going to have different numbers. So this is saying find each value, and it gives us our function. And it's saying when we plug 2 in for x. So we're going to write f of 2 equals -4 times 2 plus 7. All you need to worry about is -4 times 2 plus 7. -4 times 2 is -8 plus 7. -8 plus 7 is -1. So the answer to this one is -1. I like to highlight my answers. I don't know why, I just like to color code things. I like bright colors if you haven't noticed. All right, f of 4. This just says when we plug 4 into our equation, so -4 times 4 plus 7. And I do want to show you, all we're doing is plugging a 4 into our equation up here. So -4 times 4. Don't worry about that part. -16 plus 7. And -16 plus 7 is 9. -9. See, I even had to think about that. Make sure you use your calculator for this assignment. And use these examples to help you. All right, down here, all we're doing, we're saying when our t is 4. So we're going to be plugging in 4 for all of our t values. So rewrite your equation. I'm just going to write it down here. And we have to plug 4 in for each time we see it where there's a t. So -16 times 4 squared plus 68 times 4 plus 2. I'm actually going to switch gears, go to Desmos, and I'm going to plug that in. So you have -16 parentheses 4 to the second power, so caret 2, go to the right, plus 68 times 4 plus 2. And it gives us 18. So our answer is 18. And for our last problem, all we're doing is plugging -3 into our equation. So -16 times -3 plus 68 times -3 plus 2. So h of 3 equal -3 equals, go back to your Desmos, you have -16 parentheses and -3 plus 68 times -3. Oh, I forgot a squared. And this might happen to you too. I forgot the squared up there, so I'm going to have to go back and change that. So it's -3 squared. And then plus 2. Our answer is -346. So please, please, please use these problems as examples when you do the Kami assignment. And if you have any questions, feel free to email Ms. Draper or myself. Thank you. Have a good day.